Hey, what's up? I'm Dane Stickney. I'm one of the instructors of this course. I'm very excited to teach this. I come from teaching about 13 sessions of a class called Engaging Family and Community in Education, which is great, but I was getting a little tired of that. Now I'm really excited to learn about curriculum. And as you'll see in the class a little bit later on, I'll share a personal story about why curriculum is so important to me. But I've had my eye on teaching this class for a long time, and I'm really excited that I get the chance to do it this year. So here's what the course looks like. I want to give you sort of a little tour through, and then I'll introduce myself a little bit here at the end. So when you log into the shell, the Canvas shell, it should look something like this. I would advise clicking here on modules. That's probably the easiest way to move forward. So now, as you see, we're in this week. We're in the week August 19th through the 25th. And you can see we've got a lot of stuff in here. We've got student introductions. We've got this guide for Eisner to read these 2 chapters of Eisner. We've got a couple of videos we'd like you to look at. And then we do have one assignment that we want you to turn in, this battlefield assignment. Now, it's probably confusing. What does all that mean? For each week, the best thing to do then would be to click on week 1 tasks. And inside week 1 tasks, we'll introduce like exactly what we want you to do, right? So you can read all of this on your own. But basically, we want you to upload a short video introducing yourself, sort of like I'm doing now. Hopefully it's a lot shorter because you don't have to explain a class at the same time. But I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And then we're going to ask you to define curriculum. You can kind of walk through this on your own. And then we want you to go to the home page, and I can show that again too. There's a quote there that we want you to respond to. Then you'll read the 2 chapters of Eisner, and then you'll watch the 2 videos on Boys Will Get Smart and Why I Hate Schooling But Love Education. And then that last task is your task for the battleground assignment. So the 2 things we really want to see from you this week to kind of make things crystal clear is we want to see that battlefield assignment, and we want to see a video introducing yourself. Now let's take a look real quick to see exactly what the expectations are for those. Cool, so student introductions, that's the next thing up. We want you to make that video introducing yourself. So let's see what that's all about. Sorry for my slow computer. We at the university get a new computer every 4 years, and I'm actually over that 4-year threshold, so it moves pretty slow. But as you can see here, we just want you to record a brief video introducing yourself. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. These informal recordings can include things like where you're from, where you currently teach, what grades and or content area, and any other information that might give your instructors, me and Chris, context for who you are inside and outside the classroom. For everyone else, you don't have to comment on your peers' videos. I would like you to watch a few. You know, it'd be great for us to get to know each other and start to craft a little bit of a community in here. You don't have to respond to peers' videos, but if you'd like to, please do. And I also want to say, based on the things that we're asking for there, if there's something personal or something that holds trauma or something that you just don't want to share, don't go there. You don't have to go there at this point in this class. We want to make sure this is a really safe, inviting place for you to learn. For us to learn together. I'm excited to actually learn with y'all, which is going to be great. Cool, so then you would post that. Here's how I would do the video. You can do it anyway. You can record something, I believe, on your iPhone or on YouTube, or there's various ways you can do it. The easiest way for me to do this type of thing is to go here to this little, what does that look like? It looks like a play button from a VCR back from the 80s, I guess. So I'm gonna hit that, and you can see as it comes up, it's sort of thinking for a second, but now this is pretty meta because you see me twice. But I could actually record my video right here, and it would upload as that response. So that way I don't have to share a link or do anything else like that. You don't have to do it this way. If you want to upload something that you took on your phone or something else, you can certainly do it that way. But I would like a video. It's helpful for us to get to see you and kind of attach a name to a face and hear your story right from your own mouth. So when you're done with that video, if you wanted to type any context in, you certainly could, but you just post reply. And then throughout here, we should be able to see everybody's videos. And again, you don't have to watch them all and respond to all of them, but I would like you to maybe watch a few just so we can craft a little bit of community in here. Cool, let's go to the next step on our module. All right, then after that, we've got the guide. So the Eisner guide will tell you what you're kind of looking for in the 2 Eisner chapters. And then we got the 2 videos. And then as it said in week 1 task, you're supposed to synthesize your thinking from the Eisner stuff, from the quote on the home page, from the videos to complete the battlefield assignment. So that quote that is on the home page is the one in bold there. This idea that curriculum is tied to a battlefield and we're doing something with values. And I don't want to talk too much about that because I want to hear how you interpret it. This is that assignment. So you're going to see it is a visual. We try to vary up the output in here. If you went through Aspire, which many of you did, we learned about universal design for learning, which addresses different ways you can show what you know. And so we try to keep it fresh in here. That said, if you don't want to do a visual, if art isn't your thing, if that's a barrier, if that gives you stress or anxiety, please reach out and we can find a different way for you to complete that. Showing what you know, we don't want to force you down a modality, a learning modality gives you anxiety or that doesn't show something meaningful. So please reach out if that's something that you're dealing with. So let's go back to modules to make sure that we've covered all the things for the week. Yep, cool. We've gone through, we've done our student introduction, do that video the easy way that I showed you, or a different way if you'd like. Read the chapters, watch the videos, synthesize that into some visual for Battlefield. But if visual doesn't work, again, don't freak out. Just reach out to me. We'll figure this out together. I did want to go back to the introductions real quick. So I'm Dane Stickney. I was an ally, and I'm in the Aspire program, and it's cool because I see a bunch of my former teachers in this class. I'm really excited to connect with them. Some from last year, some from a few years ago. So I'm very excited for that. But I used to teach middle school writing. I taught for about 5 years in North Denver. My first year was a train wreck. My second year, I really flipped the curriculum, which we'll learn more about this year. I share that story later in the course. Flipped my curriculum, and in the course of flipping my curriculum, I think it really changed my life. The interactions that my curriculum change created really deepened my relationship with students and helped me understand them on a real level and not sort of like a whitewashed level. It really did change my life, and you'll read about that later. But that's why I'm so excited to teach this course. Curriculum is definitely my jam, and I think that's the place where an educator can really show their creativity and show their humanity to meet their students where they are to move them forward. I don't want to talk too much about it because this class is sort of built on revealing things about your own values through education and curriculum, and I don't want to taint that thinking. But later on, you kind of see where I fall in this whole class, and I'd love to share that story. It was really important to me. Beyond that, I've been at the university now for 5 years. Like I said, I'm an ally. I also teach master's classes like this, and I'm also a PhD student. So I'm doing a lot of research in curriculum and the impact the curriculum has on students, and we can explore that later as we reveal that in the class. But like I said, I'm just really excited to be in charge of this class, to be teaching it with Chris. It's really important content, and content that really moved the dial for me as an educator and a person. One more thing about the two sections. I'm technically in charge of E50. Chris is technically in charge of E51. We're trying to mingle that as much as possible. So hopefully you'll see me and Chris, and we'll see all the students in some way in some group, or we'll have a touch with you at some point. But please know it's not like Chris has a cohort and I have a cohort. We're trying to mix that as much as possible. So I really look forward to working with you, learning about you, learning with you this semester. I think it's going to be a great course, and I'm really excited that you're here. Thanks.